What I want to do is play in the garden with the jackhammer and build my bug hotel. What I'll probably do is play with lead paint all day. It won't be nearly as fun.
The time has come to deal with the mess from removing lead paint last week. This is possibly the world's worst shop vac. Absolute rubbish. The bags break. They don't stay on. Just generally really awful. But it's the one we have, and I'm pretty unlikely to get a new one this week. So we are just gonna do our best to actually get this to stay on, inflate in any meaningful way, and try to get it to work. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So I'm literally just gonna duct tape it on and hope that the bag stays in long enough to clean the mess up in there. It either will or it won't, I suppose. All right, let's gear up and see what that does.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. At least they can't say we weren't doing it right today.
Here is a montage of how not to vacuum up lead paint with the world's worst shop vac. I finally just gave up, swept it, shook it. There will be lead paint forever.
I think that was what the kids would call an epic fail. So, yeah, as previously mentioned, this plastic is way too thin. You can't vacuum it. You can't really sweep it up in here because there's so many gaps in the floor, broken floorboards. I think I just have to accept that there's no safe way to do this. And even though it's not a hot day, I am just melting. So, I'm gonna do something really stupid probably. Put the toxic shit into my paint sprayer and see if I can just spray it on, because I don't really want to spend the whole day on my ladder. But it's kind of the last ditch effort to clear this room of lead, because I just can't afford the $3 or $4 grand minimum to have someone else to do it. So we're just gonna keep plowing away, doing really stupid stuff. As previously mentioned, don't do it like we're doing it, because this stuff is nasty. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on. I apologize for what you're about to see.
Took a few tries with the paint sprayer to get it to actually spray and mess around with the consistency. Once it actually started going, it wasn't too bad. It just wasn't too effective either. Do not recommend.
Well, the good news, the respirator really works. You don't really notice how much it's working until you take it off and the whole house is like just filled with super toxic fumes. Also had a kink in my goggles that is dug into my head, so I think it probably looks worse than it is and probably be gone in an hour. So I'm not going to go through the trouble of putting cling film on the ceiling. I just can't. I just don't have the energy. So we're just going to have to see what it can do, given that it will probably dry out very fast, because it is about 69 degrees today. Hot. I don't know Celsius. I've only been here for 12 years. So I'm going to let that just sit for a while. The tactic I'm taking this time, slightly less scraping, more scrub brushes on the drill head, which you'll see. First, I'm gonna take a bath, because obviously I wasn't wearing PPE other than the respirator and the goggles. So while I don't have much of it on me, I do have enough on me that I'm gonna scrub it all off. let it sit for a bit, actually go edit all the footage from this weekend, which I just lost the will to do last night because there was a lot of it because we did a lot. So hopefully you'll have already seen that by the time you see this one. But yeah, it's a saga.
We started by spraying water on the ceiling and the walls. It helped a bit on the ceiling where it had already started to flake, but I don't think it made much difference on the walls. So while Andy was scrubbing away and getting a bit overheated, eventually we just had to give up.
Well, that wasn't fun.
No, there's definitely no part of this that's fun. We've scraped a bit, some off the ceiling. It did come off a bit. Part of this is just me running out of patience today.
Yeah.
And not wanting to brush it, so I sprayed it. And because of that, it was quite thin, which if I'd put cling film on it, it might have been okay, but because it was so hot, it really just dried out before it had a chance to do anything. So we do have more stripper. We've got one kind that you're actually meant to leave up for 2 or 3 days. So probably tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll see. One day this week, we will spray it or, put it up on the ceiling properly. We're gonna have to come up with another approach for other parts of the house.
Yeah, because this is, how long have we been in this? A whole day on
Whole day
Monday, the day you did, not to mention all the stripping, and I'm going to wander off for a moment, and it's still nowhere near. Like, we've spent about an hour in that time lapse, and yes, I scrubbed one wall of like the white residue you can see there. Like, and that's filled one bucket, and I haven't done half the work Tanya's done, and I'm absolutely knackered.
Yeah, it's not fun work. So
We have to, sanding or find £6,000 hidden under in a. Yes, maybe this antique not smoke alarm that's on the ceiling is worth £6,000 that will allow us to pay for that sanding.
that'd be nice.
This is the worst selfie stick.
So yes, we are considering alternative methods up to and including sanding. At least we've got the respirators. It's not a great solution, but it wouldn't take days and days per room. So yeah, watch this space for more how to not remove lead paint videos.
Or how we're going to die in 20 years of silicosis.